Hey everyone, my name is Lisa. Thanks for meeting me here in this place. My hope for you is that you are in as peaceful a place as you can be, peaceful in your mind, peaceful in your heart, and peaceful in your body, creating a peaceful existence in your reality. And if you're not, then that's something that we can talk about today. Today, I would like to unpack a vision that I had and a journey that I have been on, which is why I haven't uploaded in a while, because I really wanted to settle into and embody these latest truths, these latest epiphanies and revelations that I have been having. I wanted to embody them before I shared them with you. So, let me share with you a vision that I had back in January. And it was, I saw myself on a merry-go-round. And I saw myself get off of one of the horses on the merry-go-round and get on a different horse on the same merry-go-round. And I kept on doing this. And it gave me the illusion that I was getting somewhere, that I was doing something and going somewhere and expanding and learning and growing and embodying more, when all I was really doing was staying in the same loop. And that loop for me was trying to figure things out, trying to get all up in my mind, to gain enough research to figure out how to get to the next whatever. I knew that there was something, but how do I get to that next frequency? And so I was going to manage it, learn about it, control it, and make it happen. And I became very frustrated because I noticed it wasn't happening. I was in the same frequency, experiencing the same things, maybe a different exact scenario, but the same exact frequencies. And as soon as I saw myself as just going from horse to horse to horse with the illusion of getting somewhere, I thought, well, I want the hell off of this ride. This is not fun for me. And it's not expanding me. And so I do what I call got off the merry-go-round. And then for a season of time, I was wandering around the carnival, carnal, world, earthly. I was wandering around the carnival. And after a while, that became frustrating for me as well, because I thought, okay, I'm off of the merry-go-round. I'm off of the mind, always trying to figure things out, listening to another podcast, ordering another book and reading it. Going to another online retreat. I'm doing everything right. So why am I still here, stuck in this space? And then when I finally got off of that, because I thought, okay, maybe it's not about reading another book, and it's not about figuring out yet another thing. It's not about sitting here trying to come up with another idea. Maybe it's something else. And just in knowing that, I was able to get off of the carnival ride, but I was still in the carnival. And I would go here and there and everywhere, and I felt like I was wandering around and lost. And what did that look like? That looked like me not necessarily trying to figure things out, but still lost in my everyday. I would wander from, I'd go and get something to eat over here, and then I'd go, I guess sit over there, but there was this restlessness still within me, this distraction. Still a little bit online, trying to figure things out, listening to different things. And okay, it says I should meditate. Okay, here's my list of things that I should, I could do this. I could meditate. I could sit in the forest. I could get the sand between my toes. I could drink a little more water. All these things that, okay, these are the things. But as I wandered around the carnival, still restless, dissatisfied, there were a couple of things that I began to see about where I was that helped me realize I'm still in the carnival. I'm off the ride, but I'm in the carnival. And it was this. Number one, I was not being still. And when I mean be still, I don't mean just be still in your mind. be still in your heart space, but I mean pull that stillness down into your physical body. I was really struggling to just let my body be still, to sit in one place, not for 2 minutes, but for 22 or 2 hours or 22 hours, to really be still, to take serious. Be still. Be still. Stop. Cease trying. Cease figuring it out. Cease reading. Cease praying. Cease everything. Cease talking. Cease looking at your gene key chart. Cease looking at your human design. Cease looking at the astrology. Cease everything. Cease getting on Facebook to see what the latest is. Cease trying to figure out how to. Cease everything. Cease answering texts on your phone. Cease talking on the phone. Cease everything. Cease everything. And just be still. And then the second thing, the only thing that you can do other than be still, be grateful. And I know we think, okay, be grateful. Yeah, I'm thankful. No, but I mean a gratitude that comes from every cell of your body, a gratitude that comes even from just being grateful for the air that you are breathing that's right in front of your face. Being grateful for this miracle of breathing in and breathing back out. A miracle for just being able to blink my eyes. And I don't even have to think about that. The miracle of my liver working and I'm not even trying to make it work. The liver that my food is being processed and I'm not telling my belly how to do that. The miracle of just existing in a body, period. Just being here. I mean, bring it down to the simplest. I felt like all the complications and all the layers just needed to go. All the clutter in my life, it just needed to go. Bare bones, strip it down to almost nothing and be still and be grateful. And in that place, I found that I was doing a lot of research about meditating, but I never actually sat there and was still enough to meditate. I knew meditation was a great idea, but I never actually sat and meditated. I knew that doing certain mudras, which are certain hand gestures that you do that help flow the energy, I knew that those were a good idea, but I never actually did them and did them intentionally for a period of time. And it's not about efforting, it's about allowing what your body wants to do. My body wanted to do these things, but I was so busy doing other things and being distracted. And that's easy to do. No shame, no blame, no judgment. But be still. Slow down. I want to read to you just a little something. There's this book that I've read a lot of times, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. This is my 4th or 5th read through, and every time I read it, I get something more from it. But this particular thing it spoke to me. Jonathan Seagull spent the rest of his days alone, but he flew away out beyond the far cliffs. His one sorrow was not solitude. It was that other gulls refused to believe the glory of flight that awaited them. They refused to open their eyes and see. He learned more each day. And he goes on all the things that he realized that he needed and realized some things that he didn't need, things that he learned And it says, what he had once hoped for the flock, he now gained for himself alone. He learned to fly and was not sorry for the price that he had paid. Jonathan Seagull discovered that boredom and fear and anger are the reasons that a gull's life is so short, and with these gone from his thought, he lived a long, fine life indeed. A gull's life is so short because of boredom, fear, and anger. And I thought that was telling for us, for me. I found it interesting that in this place of being still and just being grateful, I actually had to wade through this particular mind thought that if I'm not doing something, then I'm wasting my time. And it caused me such panic. And if I'm not figuring something out, it's all gonna just go to hell in a handbasket. And I also had to wade through, my God, I'm so bored. I am just so bored. And I thought, oh my goodness, how can I be bored at the miracle that is life? When I allowed myself to sit in that for long enough, I realized that it's almost like it is a false way of thinking of things. And as I allowed myself to sit in there and think on that, I realized I actually don't think that way. Once I saw that mindset there, I was able to go, oh, that's a mindset that has been hiding behind the tree all this time. I didn't know it was there. And once I finally got still enough, could see it, I could say, I don't agree with that. I think that life is spectacular. It's just watching the birds and the squirrels. It blows my mind. Just watching, I planted some seeds recently, and a couple of times a day I'll go out and peek at them. I just find that miraculous that I'm starting to see little green buds come up. What is that? That's amazing. Wow. So in this season, here are a couple of things that I've come to know. Simplicity. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the clutter around you. Get rid of the clutter in you. Be still. Be grateful. Whatever it is that you think that you are looking for, it's not out there. I promise you, it's in here. You are the answer that you are looking for. Everything that is out there is not what you are looking for. That's the carnival still. It's still the carnival, full of the five senses that are titillating and exciting and distracting, but they're not you, and they're not going to be the living water that you are most thirsty for. That's found within yourself. And the only way I believe that you can get to that place within you is through meditation. Be still and quietly allow your body to do what it wants to do. Your mind was not created to be thinking all the time that way. That's not why we have that. We are meant to be bodies with feelings. We think of thought like, oh, 2 + 2 is 4. I got to make sure I pay the bills. Don't cross the street if there's a truck coming. But we are relational beings, and that is through our bodies and through our hearts. And if we're too much up here, we're not letting the heart and the body be online, get online. So the only way to find what it is that you truly seek is through meditation. And meditation can look like a lot of different things, but for sure, there is a stillness to it, a quietness and a simplicity. As an aside, I have created a number of sound bowl meditations and guided meditations that I think would be very helpful for you on your journey. Slow down. So it was simplicity, meditation. What you're looking for is inside here, not out there. And the fourth is slow down. Slow down. And that, oh my goodness sakes, that has been such a big one for me. to not necessarily think I've got to get 11 things done on my list today and how successful I've been because of. Sometimes I do one thing and I think, wow, what a successful day today has been. It has been such a mind shift for me. And that's what I think is the opportunity for us in this season, to come into the place of simplicity, knowing that the outside world is not what we're looking for. It's inside. The kingdom of heaven exists within us. Peace is us within. A slowing down, a being still, a being grateful. And then there's this poem that I have listened to, loved all of my life. And the other day, a new part of it presented itself to me, and I knew that I'd had a shift in frequency, that frequency shift that I've been trying to make happen, that I realize you can't make happen. You just have to allow and set yourself up for it to happen, and then just be still and wait and be grateful. Well, it's by Robert Frost, and it says, 2 roads or paths diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled. And I wrote that down in my book, and I wrote, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took neither one, and forged my own path. And that has made all the difference. Would you consider forging your own path, getting off the merry-go-round? And once I came to forging my own path, I realized I'm no longer in the carnival. I have found the door, the gate that led out of the carnival and into the wide, spacious place of peace, of supernatural, miraculous vision and provision. Will you join me? Peace be with you.